Young nigga about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out clean as can be up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no victim. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on that jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it at top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but if it's the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look at how far we progress. Lord, I don't see a threat.
Welcome to the stream, Ringo TV Reactions, back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Top of the morning, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. What we're talking about is TMZ, guys. TMZ busted, guys. Pretty much celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. That's right. TMZ got caught celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. We want to talk about that. We're going to react to this particular video here. The other day I was on TMZ and I seen a video clip of the, I guess the owner or the man in charge pretty much trying to cop a plea with the public, apologizing because staff members pretty much was laughing after the announcement of Charlie's death. And his excuse was shocking. He claimed that his staff was watching a car chase. And this particular platform, PBD Podcast, pretty much put together a video. We're going to react to this one where they brought out the evidence. And I seen this on TMZ's website, but I didn't understand what the staff was watching. I didn't understand what they were watching. And I don't understand how could a car chase make people cheer on. I've seen many car chases. I actually am subscribed to a couple of YouTube channels where all they do is do reactions to car chases. And it's entertaining, but I never found myself cheering the way they were cheering. So we're going to take a look at the tapes, guys. Be sure to double tap the screen to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Let's set up the volume, make sure everything is right. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. If you're driving, drive safe. If you're, home chilling with the fam, it is what it is. If you're on a 9 to 5, hey, enjoy your day, But let's check this clip out, guys, and break this stuff down here. Let's get into this thing.
This was taking place, okay? TMZ comes out and everybody around the world
Hold on.
finds out
Wait a minute.
when the phone this was taking place. Okay. TMZ comes out and everybody around the world finds out when the phone alert Charlie Kirk is dead, right? Your phone is blowing up. No matter where you are, your phone is blowing up with text messages saying Charlie Kirk is dead. This is Harvey, who runs TMZ. It's a place known, I've been inside that place. It's a place that's known for having cameras everywhere.
Now, let me pause right there for a second, guys, to give you some context. What this guy is saying here is credible because he said he been inside of TMZ in the facility. Like, I never been there. Most of you never been there. So he's explaining that inside of that facility, they got cameras everywhere where they're live streaming every detail. That's how their business works, right? So he know how this thing goes. Now, remember the other day, I don't know if you guys caught the stream where I said that there was a guy at, I believe, MSNBC that got fired for his comments about Charlie Kirk, right? He got fired instantly. The network was not playing. They just canned the guy immediately. They're going to also talk about that situation. And what we're trying to figure out is why is it that TMZ didn't fire the staff members that was laughing and celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk? Now, I've been covering the Charlie Kirk story. I think I made probably about, 3 videos already. This is probably my 4th or my 3rd. I'm not sure. Whereas a lot of content creators that hate white people, a lot of content creators that are anti-Charlie Kirk, these people got like 9, 12, 15 videos of nothing but them hating and bashing Charlie Kirk's death. I'm talking about content creators literally celebrating this man's death. Primarily black commentators are the ones that I focus on, respectfully, because I'm a black man. And I don't like the fact that in the black community, there's so much hate against Charlie and they keep calling him a racist when all the guy did was had public debate, talking about the issues that most people are afraid to talk about. You got to have balls to actually do that, to face the public. He faced not only black people, but he faced white people. White people disagreed with him. It's not like all white folks agreed with Charlie. But the point is, once he died, everybody was celebrating his death like this murderer was killed. And I'm like, we all got to die one day. So celebrating a man's death is cruel when he got 2 kids that are left behind. Now, TMZ made a horrible, horrible video where they tried to make excuses for their staff members rather than firing the people. And I believe the reason why they didn't fire the people is because they're possibly family members, friends that are very close, and they didn't want to, get rid of them like that. Maybe after everything is said and done, they probably reprimanded them like, look, guys, what y'all did was horrible. Y'all made us look bad, because there was no need for that celebration. And it happened right when Trump announced it. It stopped everything on television. So how could you be celebrating a car chase? Nobody does that. They were cheering as if though there was a victory. And this was caught on tape. Finally, TMZ got exposed. The same way TMZ loved to expose everybody, the same way TMZ liked to air everybody out, TMZ got exposed by their own microphones. Their own microphones show the truth that they, in fact, was celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, which is disgusting. Disgusting. And this is why they're facing backlash right now. Let me see. Shout out to, is that Vernica? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right, but shout out to you for the $5 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. I believe it's Vernica. Says, hey, Ringo TV. I just recently came across your videos and I love your commentaries. We need more individuals like you. Keep fighting the good fight. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Thank you very much. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Again, if you're now joining in on the show, be sure to double tap the screen, guys, to show your support and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. So, guys, let's get back into the content. I'm going to roll it back to the top, and I'm going to let it play through. Let's get into it.
This was taking place, okay? You know, TMZ comes out, and everybody around the world finds out when the phone alert, Charlie Kirk is dead, right? Your phone is blowing up. No matter where you are, your phone is blowing up with text messages saying Charlie Kirk is dead. This is Harvey, who runs TMZ. It's a place known, I've been inside that place. It's a place that's known for having cameras everywhere. That's what you're known for. You're talking live all the time, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what TMZ is known for. You have cameras everywhere. That's your business model. That's how you blew up.
I was with you in every corner of every room. They capture every reaction.
You remember that?
Yep.
There's cameras everywhere.
Yep.
So perfect. If you're telling me there's cameras everywhere, and then this is how they react, employees of TMZ, when the announcement is made that Charlie Kirk has died, and then listen to his explanation afterwards. Go ahead, Rob. That's the announcement. Exact second it was announced.
We're live streaming.
Oh, Rob, I don't want you to show that. Yeah. I actually want you to show the whole thing. Okay. There's another clip that I have that I posted in the notes, Rob. I don't know if you see that one or not.
Is this the one, Pat?
The one from Instagram. Play that one because I want people to see 10 seconds prior to that to see how it goes. Watch this.
Guess is we're going to see an image of this guy.
There's just live streaming.
Possibly in the next 20 minutes. The news conference is scheduled for 3 o'clock in Utah time, which is 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. Janet, go.
The announcement is made.
Go.
They realize how embarrassing this is. His partner's going to the back to tell everybody to be quiet.
The Fox.
Yeah, somebody go back.
Look, Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
Yeah, you're right, Pat. He went to the back. He went to shut the hell up.
Yeah. So now
think about this, guys. Right when Trump announced that Charlie Kirk is dead, the staff at TMZ started to cheer and basically was celebrating. You don't celebrate a car chase. Not like that. I've never watched a car chase where everybody in the room is clapping and celebrating. That don't make no sense, especially if it's a car chase, because why? Criminals are trying to get away. And they brought out some evidence. Check it out.
What did Trump say?
Okay, forget about this, Rob. Wow. Now go to, so the second. So then what do? They go on ChatGPT. Can you tell me exactly at this time that there was another crisis that took place in California for us to say that we were reacting to? They make the argument that they're reacting to, not you, Rob. I'm saying that's what they did. So they make the argument later on. Do you have the video of them saying what they were reacting to?
Yeah, him and the producer guy.
Yeah, and so this is when they're looking at it. Watch this here, folks.
This is crazy.
We're live streaming all day during this tragedy. Right. When something happened in our office, as we were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there were some people in the back room away from our news desk here who were watching a car chase, and they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing. Yeah. They were not reacting that way about Charlie Kirk's assassination. Yeah. They were not. Okay. They would not work here if they did.
And that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing. And for that, we are sorry.
They lied.
We apologize. We apologize.
We got caught.
You had to hear that.
And I get why, if you're watching the stream, you may have felt that that's what the laughter was about.
Oh,
we assure you, it was
when
not
the laughter
about
was cheering,
that,
dude.
But it was horrible timing.
Okay.
And
by the way,
listen, they're lying. They're lying, guys. And here's the thing. Not only are they lying, but they're lying about they were in the process of them reporting on the death of Charlie that people were celebrating watching a car chase. That's a lie, because they were not talking about Charlie's death. They were not talking about that. That came in. And then you heard the people celebrating. Listen to it again as they explain it, because they're lying about the whole thing. And this is disgusting.
So they make the argument later on. Do you have the video of them saying what they were reacting to?
Yes. Yeah, him
I
and the
think you have
producer
it.
guy.
Yeah, and so this is when they're looking at it. Watch this here, folks.
We're live streaming all day during this tragedy.
Right.
When something happened in our office, as we were reporting the assassination.
As we were reporting the assassination. You see that? They're making it seem like they were doing something good, like they were reporting, they were doing their job. Well, how come while you're reporting on the breaking news, your staff is laughing at the same time? That's because they were hearing the same report. Remember, TMZ's job is to keep their ears to the streets whenever news come in. They heard when Donald Trump made that announcement. And they probably hated Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Again, this right here prove that they're lying. They're lying about the whole thing. Now, I don't know if Harvey hates Charlie, but I know his staff do. And I believe his staff are family members. That's why he ain't fired them. If that was you or me at some agency, we would have been fired already. Just like the guy at the other news network that spoke some words against Harvey, he got canned immediately. The network was like, we're not going to tolerate that. You're done.
Of Charlie Kirk. There were some people in the back room away from our news desk here.
Not some people, people you know, remember? You said you know them. Those are people you know. So those are not regular staff. If you guys pay attention to Harvey, he said, I know these people. Those are not regular staff members. Those are people that he know personally. So he's not going to fire them.
Who were watching a car chase. And
look how he said car chase. Look at his facial expression. Look at his body language.
We were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk. There were some people in the back room away from our news desk here.
Body language.
Who were watching a car chase.
You see how he said car chase? He's lying. His body language, everything says guilt. He's looking down. Look at his hand posture. He's guilty. He know they messed up already. This is embarrassing, man. Absolutely disgusting that these guys are mocking the death of a man that lost his life in cold blood, left behind 2 kids, a widow wife, all because of his opinions, and TMZ is happy about it. TMZ is happy about it. And his staff should be fired, but he's not going to fire them because they're family members and good friends.
In the back room away from our news desk here, who were watching a car chase. And they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things.
Here's the thing. Watch this, guys. Here's the thing. This is TMZ. Cameras are everywhere. They're recording. He's the boss. If they know the boss is out there recording, doing his job, why would they be laughing in the first place? Why would they be laughing, interrupting what he's doing? Why would they be doing that? Nobody would be making noise. They were all celebrating and they forgot about the situation. It was such news that Charlie is dead. They couldn't wait to start to celebrate. Look at all the people on social media celebrating. As soon as Charlie died, a lot of content creators went live and started laughing at this man's death. Totally disgusting, man. Let's go back.
And you could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing.
He said, I know these people. Not, oh, these are my my workers, my staff, you know, they're decent people. He said, I know these people. I know these people. Pay attention to, I know these people. Do your supervisor ever talk to you like that? Do your boss ever say, I know this person? No. The people that he's talking about is people who are either family or very close friends in whom are employed by TMZ. And he's not about to fire these people, guys. He's not about to do that.
And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing.
Yeah. In other words, these people are above reproach. There's no way they could do wrong. They're perfect because I know them. I, Harvey, know these people, so they would never do such a thing because I know them.
They were not reacting that way about Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Yeah.
They were not.
Okay.
They would not work here
right.
if they did. And
they would not work here if they did. Think about how many times TMZ staff did something out of pocket and they still work there. They still work there.
that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing. And for that, we are sorry. We apologize. We apologize.
We got
You
caught.
had to hear that. And
How come you ain't apologize right when you were on the air? I said, how come you didn't apologize when you were on the air when it happened? How come TMZ didn't apologize right when the staff started to laugh? In other words, right when they were announcing that Charlie Kirk was assassinated and they heard the laughter, how come Harvey didn't look into the camera and says, hold up, wait a minute, guys, hey, tell them back there to stop the noise and the laughter. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for whatever was going on that have nothing to do with us. How come he didn't do that live? How come they didn't do that live? Why they made a separate video? Why they made a separate clip to say we apologize when they could have did that live on the air? Because they had to go clean up. They had to go talk to their attorney. They had to go do this and get the right words to come into the public to pretty much save face. That's why. Because all they had to do is come on the air. Listen. Let me see if I could go back to where the section is. All right. Right around here, right? Watch this.
go to we're live streaming.
Oh, Rob, I
all
don't want you to
day.
show that. I actually want you to show
tape
the whole
play.
thing. There's another clip that I have that I posted in the notes, Rob. I don't know if you see that one or not.
Is this the one, Pat?
The one from Instagram. Play that one because I want people to see 10 seconds prior to that to see how it goes. Watch this.
Guess is
Now, okay, this section here of the video, once you hear the people laugh, Harvey and his team, his partner in crime, supposed to apologize to the public and hold his staff accountable. Watch the tape.
we're going to
But
see
they don't know
an
yet.
image of this guy.
There's just live streaming.
Possibly in the next
Watch
20
this.
minutes. The news
You'll hear
conference
it.
is scheduled for 3 o'clock in Utah time, which is 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. Janet, go.
The announcement is made.
Go.
They realize how
go
embarrassing
to,
this is. His partner's
have
going to the
somebody
back to
look
tell everybody
at
to be quiet.
the Fox.
Yeah, somebody go back.
Look,
Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
You see that? Okay. He just said, Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead. He heard his staff making a bunch of laughter. How come he ain't apologized right there? How come? He sent staff back there to go tell them to shut up. How come he didn't apologize right there in the spur of the moment? Why? Because he already know he messed up. That's why you see him rubbing his face. This rub on the face. Ladies and gentlemen, I specialize in understanding body language. Let me rewind the tape back. Watch this, guys. Look at his body language in terms of, let me see if I can do this real quick. Let me see if I can do this because I want you to see this, right? Let me see if I can do this, all right? Look at the hand movement on the face once he find out. Look at the hand movement, all right?
Go.
They realize how
go
embarrassing
to,
this is.
You see
His
that?
partner's
have
going to the
somebody
back to
look
tell everybody
at
to be quiet.
the Fox.
Yeah, somebody go back.
Guilty.
look.
Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
You see the hand on the face? That is a sign when somebody is guilty, ashamed, embarrassed, Why? Because he know that his staff is back there laughing and mocking the death of Harvey, of not Harvey, excuse me, of Charlie. You understand? He knows that. And he's like, how am I going to clean this mess up? How am I going to make it right? How am I going to do this? Damn, it's on tape. Everybody's going to talk about it. News outlets are going to talk about it. How do I get around this? He could have apologized right there on the spot. Right there. Rather than doing all of this stuff, he was supposed to go, wow, this is crazy. I'm reenacting what he should have done, guys. Man, Charlie Kirk is dead, guys. He was assassinated. Look, ladies and gentlemen, first, I want to apologize for the laughter that you guys are hearing. While I'm getting in the news, I'm hearing my staff laughing, and I am just devastated by that. And I know a lot of you may be. I just want to take this time while we're streaming live to apologize for that. I just sent some people back there to find out what's going on. I don't even know why they're laughing. But we're going to investigate exactly what's going on. And if they were celebrating Charlie's death, heads will roll. They will be fired. I just want to apologize to the viewers. I know that came off poor timing. I don't know what they're doing back there. He was supposed to take some accountability for that. But instead, he act like he didn't hear the laughter. He knew that laughter was bad right there. And they waited and then came back with a sorry excuse that his staff was watching a car chase. None of you ever watched a car chase and was literally celebrating like that, as if though Jordan just shot a three-pointer. You know what I mean? Nobody celebrates car chases. Let's get back at the tape. Let's go.
All right, so yeah, you're right, Pat. He went to the back. He went to shut the hell up.
Yeah. So now watch.
What did Trump say?
Okay, forget about this, Rob. Wow. Now go to, so the second. So then what do? They go on ChatGPT. Can you tell me exactly at this time that there was another crisis that took place in California for us to say that we were reacting to? They make the argument that they're reacting to, not you, Rob. I'm saying that's what they did. So they make the argument later on. Do you have the video of them saying what they were reacting to?
Yes. Yeah, him and the producer guy.
Yeah, and so this is when they're looking at it. Watch this here, folks.
We're live streaming all day during this tragedy. Right. When something happened in our office, as we were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there were some people in the back room away from our news desk here who were watching a car chase, and they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is,
Harvey, you're not looking in the camera. You're not looking in the camera. In video, in media, you're supposed to always be looking into the camera so that people can see your eyes, so they can see if you're lying or not. You're looking all over the place. You're looking down. You got your hands down like a little child that got caught with his hand in a cookie jar. You're not even focused on the camera because you're lying. Look at his body language. He's looking all over the place.
That I know these people, and they were not laughing. Yeah. They were not reacting that way.
He's trying to convince himself that they were not doing that. He's literally saving face, doing damage control.
Charlie Kirk's assassination. Yeah. They were not. Okay. They would not work here if they did. And that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing. And for that, we are sorry. We apologize. We apologize.
We got caught.
You had to hear that. And I get why if you're...
Both of them are wrong. Both of them. Their body language is not adding up, guys. These guys know they done ruined their careers. TMZ is done. TMZ is done at this point. They were celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, guys. TMZ got busted.
Watching the stream, you may have felt that that's what the laughter was about. We assure you it was
when
not
the laughter
about
was cheering,
that,
dude.
But it was horrible timing.
Okay.
And by the way, I get it too.
Do you believe them?
Wait a minute. Yeah. So they're saying a car chase. Okay. This is the car chase. Let's just show you, and you tell me if you believe them. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, let's find it.
Tell me if this is the kind of a car chase that you would celebrate,
right?
Yeah, and scream. Tell me if it's that euphoric Go ahead, Rob.
We're showing you right there on the banner below. You can see
Look at the tape.
It started in Temple City, and we saw that. Go ahead,
25
Philip.
miles an hour.
Well, I wanted to let you know that President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that is the breaking news that we are likely about to have with ABC News. He was shot in Utah at a college there. We've been talking about that throughout the afternoon here.
Okay, so he's not lying. They are watching a car chase, and they are reacting to a car chase because the announcer on the car chase said that Charlie Kirk is dead.
Thank you.
So why were they celebrating? There was nothing in that video. Listen, there was nothing in that video worthy of a celebration. They were celebrating Charlie's death, guys. And Harvey is covering up for his staff members, and he didn't fire them. What does that say about TMZ? What does that say about their standards? That says a lot, guys.
Harvey is essentially, in his mind, well, we're not lying. Go back 20 seconds again, Rob, and watch what happens. Go back a little bit more. Go. Right there. Watch what the announcer says. Here's the car chase that they're talking about. Temple City. Go ahead.
That President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that's
what they're reacting
breaking news
to.
that we are likely
not the car chase.
Have with ABC News.
So
he was shot in
So they're
Utah.
watching the car chase.
So, yeah.
The announcer announces Charlie Kirk's dead, and it seems like in all likelihood that's when they cheer.
You tell me
There's
what
nothing excitable
while
going
that
on there.
second the car
This
chase.
isn't O.J. Simpson and the White
Exactly.
Bronco.
Exactly.
Pat, that I'm sorry. That the first of all, disgusting of who they are. What TMZ, like somebody, an ex-employee claims. These are claims all over that I saw on X that the newsroom was filled with hateful, angry, progressive energy, and he said it would, without question, laugh at Charlie Kirk getting shot. Shame on them. Shame on them for lying. Shame, like, have the balls to just tell the truth. You know what, guys? We're freaking leftists. We're progressive. You know what? Charlie is a voice that says stuff that we don't like. We are happy that he was shot in the freaking neck in front of his family.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the entire organization. Let me tell you.
No, I'm saying what this guy's saying. It's filled with hateful, angry progressives.
And I believe that.
Yes.
That I believe.
This is the guy, Pat.
No. I believe that exists.
Yes.
That those types of people are in there. This is the question I want to ask all of you guys. Do you believe Harvey's happy that Charlie Kirk is dead?
That's a good question. I'm glad he asked that question because I don't believe that Harvey is glad that Charlie has been assassinated. I don't believe that he was happy about that. What I believe is that he know that most of his staff don't like Charlie. And that's okay if you disagree with someone. Most of you may disagree with me. That's perfectly normal to disagree with people. But I don't believe that Charlie was excited to know that he was assassinated. Because here's the thing. Charlie getting assassinated means no more public debates, no more news. TMZ loses business. Remember, this whole world operates in a way where we all need each other. So if Charlie get assassinated, there won't be no more news, no more breaking stories. TMZ won't be able to talk about nothing. So I don't think that he was happy. But people that work for him didn't like it. Remember, Charlie spoke about issues regarding the LGBTQ community. He talked about issues with the black community. He talked about, various topics that might get under people's skin. And there's people that work for TMZ that might be a part of those communities. So they're not going to like Charlie. So hearing that Charlie passed away, that made some people start to clap. But do Harvey feel like, oh yeah, I'm happy that I don't believe that he felt that way?
I don't believe so.
I don't think that that's his personality.
Do you believe the guy to the right believe he's happy Charlie Kirk is dead?
I don't
believe
those
that.
two guys.
I think the guy on the right is actually fairly reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably both on the left, but I don't think they're happy Charlie Kirk is dead. The question I want to ask you is the following. Here's the question I want to ask you, okay? You said the price of freedom of speech is freedom of speech.
That's right.
Okay, fair. We're not happy by the way those employees reacted. They're celebrating. These guys are not telling the truth.
Right.
Harvey, respectfully, you're not telling the truth. You're telling the truth that they reacted to a car chase Yes, but they reacted to what the announcer on the car chase said, not the actual car chase. There was nothing exciting happening the same exact second, the same exact minute to have that kind of a euphoric reaction.
Right.
Okay? That's absolutely embarrassing.
Yep.
If you have all the cameras all over the place, that's your business model. Show the camera footage. You have it.
Wow.
What were they reacting to? You have the camera footage in the back.
Listen, what he's saying here is key. TMZ got cameras everywhere. All they got to do is pull up the camera feed of the room where the staff was and show exactly what they were reacting to. It would literally cause TMZ to crumble. You understand? PBD podcast literally pointed out something that the world needs to think about. TMZ got cameras all over their facility. All they got to do is pull up the feed of what was going on in the room and show it. Show it. You will see them watching the car chase, hearing the announcement from Trump, and they started to celebrate. And I can guarantee you, people that work for TMZ are a part of different groups, different different groups that have different beliefs that Charlie Kirk spoke about that triggered reactions. And they jumped in celebration to know that he's finally dead. And because Harvey is good friends with certain people that work for TMZ or have family members, he's not going to hold them accountable, which mean he's biased, which mean he may not have desired to see Charlie dead, but he didn't like the guy. Let's just put it like that. He may not have want to see him assassinated, but I don't believe that Harvey liked Charlie. I think it's safe to say that. He didn't like Charlie. Why? Because he's not holding his staff accountable. If any of you did that on your job, you would be fired. If I did that, I would be fired instantly. Just like the guy at the other news network that got fired. They're going to talk about it right now. Check out the tape.
Everywhere in that facility has cameras. Number two, what should happen to those people in the back that were celebrating? You're operating the company. You find out somebody is celebrating that. What should happen to those people?
Well, first of all, that behavior is despicable. Freedom of speech is a man coming to a podium expressing his views, and you don't like it. Omar going with a reporter expressing her views, and we don't like it. And there's consequences. You could get unelected. There's a lot of things that could happen. That is despicable behavior. And that kind of thing, you're employed by somebody, and there are standards of behavior.
Right.
There is freedom of speech, at Valuetainment, just like there is at every company. Pat, I hate you. I don't like working for you, and I think you're a horrible, leader.
Tom.
And guess what? You know what that means?
What?
You're fired.
Fired.
Yeah.
We can say, okay, well, I'm sorry that you have that opinion. That's pretty despicable behavior, and that's a despicable opinion. So guess what? You're fired. You don't have to work here.
What should happen here?
I think he should do it because I think there's an irony here. My take on this, there's an irony. Harvey has made his career on busting celebrities that lie when they're arrested.
Right.
And then this video, that video, this person, that
Wow.
person. And then they bust them. They go, no.
What a great point.
Here's what really happened.
That's right.
And now Harvey's in the middle of it right there.
Right.
Busted.
Busted.
And sitting there in front of the spotlight the same way he puts celebrities and other people in front of the spotlight.
That's good.
And would say, that's not what happened.
The part I
TMZ
don't like-
got you. We paid an
Yeah.
informant. We got this. And so he is not taking a leadership position in his company.
That's the problem.
Against
That's the
despicable
problem.
behavior.
But here's
That's
the
right.
question. The problem to me here is the way he handled it. That's the only problem I have, because this is how MSNBC handled it. We're not ones that wakes up in the morning saying MSNBC makes all the right decisions in the world with the values and principles they stand for.
Low
But watch
probability
what
we
happened
say
here.
that.
Go ahead,
Check
Bob.
this out. Check it out.
But following up with what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
Fired instantly. You know why? Because what he just said right there was hate speech. What he just said right there reflects MSNBC. In other words, that person that was employed was basically saying that Charlie deserved to die. In other words, his speech, his beliefs warranted him being assassinated. MSNBC said, we don't got nothing to do with what this guy says. You're fired.
What happened to MSNBC afterwards? What did they do to that guy? He got fired. So you can love or hate MSNBC. What did MSNBC say? Hate is not allowed in our company.
Right.
MSNBC fires Matthew Dowd after Charlie Kirk's shooting comments, reports say. TMZ, Harvey, you have to make this good. I'm one that actually watched some of the stuff that you've done over the years, and it's actually good.
I agree.
For you to defend and lie about what they reacted to.
He lied.
You lost so much credibility with me. So much credibility with me for you to behave that way. This is not the right type of way to behave. You know your guy in the back was celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. Is that what the company represents?
Yes, that's what the company represents because he's not doing anything about it. He basically said, hey, I know these people. They would never do that or else they wouldn't be working here. But yet we got them on tape celebrating, laughing at the death of Charlie. Right now, his kids are without a father. They're without a father. He won't be able to take his daughter down the aisle to give her away in marriage. He won't be able to, do any of that. He won't be able to celebrate anything with his kids anymore. He was 31 years young, a young guy, successful, doing what he loved to do. He died doing what he loved to do. And because of a hater, because of a hateful individual, he decided to take him out. And you know what's so sick about this? Even in the black community, so-called black men and women are busy celebrating the death of Charlie, celebrating that man died, calling him a white supremacist. How you gonna call that man a white supremacist? What did he do that's racist? What did Charlie do that was racist? But ask questions and debate people. What did he do? What was so offensive? Because he challenged you? Because he spoke on issues people are afraid of? We live in a world right now where everybody's afraid to communicate with people. We're afraid to talk to our neighbors. We're afraid to tell the truth. We're afraid because we don't want nobody to bash us. We don't want nobody to criticize us. We don't want to be ostracized and criticized. So we stay quiet. That's the world we live in. We live in a world where everybody got thin skin. You tell somebody the truth, they're offended with you. You tell somebody something on social media, let's cancel him. The cancel culture. I don't like what you said. Let's cancel him. Let's get him fired. Let's tell management. Well, Charlie challenged people. White people, black people, Asian people. He challenged everybody. Spoke about issues and people got offended to the point where somebody said, you know what? Let's turn his TV off. Let's kill him. You understand? And now we got social media influencers making a truckload of money off the death of Charlie by mocking his death. I understand social media is a business. Everybody make money. It is what it is. We live in a capitalistic society. At the end of the day, I agree with making money. But making money off of a man's death by mocking him and laughing at him and saying he deserved death is sick. We all gotta die. None of us gonna live forever. That nice house you live in, it's going to be there when you die. That nice, pretty car you wash every day, it's going to stay right there when you're dead. All your electronics and possessions, somebody else is going to be fighting over your materials. How many times have people in your family died and everybody start fighting over the possessions, fighting over materials? And you're dead. Rather than them mourn your loss, they're busy fighting for materials. And now people are celebrating this man's death. And TMZ, Harvey, don't want to take accountability for it. Instead, he lies for his staff.
If you fully claim your lady in the back that was screaming or the employees that were screaming.
Sounded like a few of them.
Show the videos. I want to see them. If you at all.
Notice he says show the videos. TMZ, Harvey, show the videos. Show the videos of the back room where your staff was in and show the tapes. Let's see what they were doing. I guarantee you they were looking at that very same car chase when Trump announced it. Because these guys, they went and did the research. They found the video. They found the car chase that the staff was watching. When that car chase was going down, that's when Trump made the announcement. So How could he say, oh, they were celebrating the car? There was nothing in the car chase. It's not like, okay, the car crashed, the perps got out, the police drew their guns. Even if they did that, I'm not celebrating like that. And I've seen many car chases. I've seen car chases where police was chasing people and they got away. And I was like, wow, they actually got away. But to lie for your staff and make it look like they weren't celebrating that man's death, what that says is that Harvey never liked Charlie Kirk. You never liked him. And maybe, I don't want to put these words out there that this is how you feel, but it could be alleged that maybe you are happy that man died. And you're just embarrassed that your staff was laughing in the background. Because if you're not going to hold nobody accountable, it would mean that you agree with your staff. I would hold them accountable just for the fact that they laugh. Even if the staff was laughing or celebrating a car chase, you would be held accountable automatically because it's embarrassing the company. Somebody's going to be held accountable. Because look, guys, if you were at your job and you were celebrating and the CEOs was having a meeting and they overheard you guys laughing in the back, even if you guys were not celebrating, do you know you will be held accountable just because? Even if you weren't celebrating Charlie's death, heads would roll. Disciplinary action will be given. You understand? Because you're doing something that is reflecting the company at the moment. If you come on social media as an Amazon worker, you work for Amazon, and you got company hats on, company logos, and you're in videos talking about the LGBTQ community, and you're saying how gays are this and gays are that, and you're bashing gays, eventually that company will fire you because what you're doing on social media represents the company. Even if you have freedom of speech, you cannot do that with your company hat on. You can't do that with your logos on. So even if they were not celebrating the death of Charlie, by the pure fact that they're laughing in the background, the company would take that as, look, we're going to have to do something about this. Why were you guys laughing at that moment? Y'all should be working. Y'all shouldn't be laughing. Harvey, show the video footage. Show the video footage of what went down so that people could see it.
This was taking place. Okay. TMZ comes out.
Hold on.
And this was taking place. Okay. TMZ comes out and everybody around the world finds out when the phone alert Charlie Kirk is dead.
Somebody said, send him money for Charlie. Who exactly are you talking to? Send him money for Charlie. If you really support Charlie's message, I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. Shout out to Faith for the $20 support. Says, I'm glad I found you, Ringo. Appreciate you speaking the truth. Don't hide that light from within you. God bless. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. All I'm saying, guys, is the same way the man got fired from MSNBC, he got fired instantly. It wasn't even 24 hours. He was fired. In other words, right after that man said what he said about Charlie's death, they fired him instantly. You know why? They don't want lawsuits. They don't want to get backlash. They don't want the company facing any public scrutiny. They don't want none of that. They want a clean record. They fired him instantly. So how come Harvey ain't doing that to the staff? Because those are his family members or very close friends. That's why he's not going to do nothing about it.
Right? Your phone is blowing up. No matter where you are, your phone is blowing up with text messages saying Charlie Kirk is dead. This is Harvey.
I mean, I was notified that Charlie Kirk was assassinated during my live stream. I was talking about a whole different topic. You had people coming in. They was like, Charlie is dead. Charlie Kirk got assassinated. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? But I couldn't stop the stream and focus on the other story. When I got off, then I went and looked and I was like, oh, snap.
Who runs TMZ It's a place known, I've been inside that place. It's a place that's known for having cameras everywhere. That's what you're known for. You're talking live all the time, right? Yeah. That's what TMZ is known for. You have cameras everywhere.
They have cameras everywhere. I didn't know that. I never been at TMZ's facility. He has. So he's privy to information that we don't got. So right is right, wrong is wrong. Show the footage. If TMZ is going to clear their name in this one, they would have to show the video footage, the feed from that room, to show the world that their staff was in fact laughing and celebrating a car chase that had nothing to do with Charlie's death. I don't think they'll be able to do that. They would not be able to do that. They would get sued. Their careers will be over. It would be the end of TMZ. It's pretty much the end of TMZ at this point, because you don't mock someone's death. Listen, I could disagree with someone, but I'm not going to mock your death when you're dead. I'm not going to do that type of stuff. Not like that. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But this is exactly how the world works. This man didn't do nothing to people but debate. Rather than people debate him, they decide to kill him. That's the easy way now. So now you can't even express your views no more. That's the world we live in. I express my views. You want to kill me. Imagine a world like that. You can't even express your views no more because people want to kill you over it now. It's that bad? If I'm debating you about an issue, how about you just debate me like a man? Just debate me. Let's exchange views so we can see who's right and who's wrong. Or we could agree to disagree. But to resort to kill somebody for their views, that's crazy.
Your business model, that's how you blew up.
I was with you in every corner of every room. They capture every reaction.
You remember that?
Yep.
There's cameras everywhere.
Yep.
So perfect. If you're telling me there's cameras everywhere, and then this is how they react, employees of TMZ, when the announcement is made that Charlie Kirk has died, and then listen to his explanation afterwards. Go ahead, Rob.
Go.
That's the announcement. Exact second it was announced.
Go to.
I heard women celebrating. I heard a lot of women voices in that applause. It was about a good 4 or 5 people. If you listen to that laughter and celebration, that was not no celebration for no car chase, guys. This is sick.
And then listen to his explanation afterwards. Go ahead, Rob.
Go.
That's the announcement. Exact second it was announced.
Go to. We're live streaming.
Oh, Rob, I don't want
day.
you to show that. Yeah. I actually want you to show the whole thing. Okay. There's another clip that I have that I posted in the notes, Rob. I don't know if you see that one or not.
Is this the one, Pat?
The one from Instagram. Play that one because I want people to see 10 seconds prior to that to see how it goes. Watch this.
Guess is we're going to see
they don't know yet.
An image of this guy.
There's just live streaming.
Possibly in the next 20 minutes.
Somebody said I watched a bunch of Charlie. Not everything, but I never seen or heard anything he said that was crazy or racist. I agree. Listen, I'm a black man, and I've seen Charlie debate black people. Those are pretty much the video clips that I watch, respectfully, when it comes to Charlie. I wanted to find out, was Charlie a racist? So what I did is I looked up on his platform and I looked at different debates that he had with black college students. And I looked at those debates. And I ain't see nothing. I ain't see no racism. All I see him doing is challenging people, making them think, use your brain. That's all I seen. And he would have these exchanges with students, and it got heated. You know, people get heated sometimes, but I didn't see nothing that would warrant, okay, he's a racist. He don't like black people. The man had a faith in Jesus Christ. He was a Christian. And yet, a lot of Bible believers are happy that he's dead too, which is sick. Bible believers are happy that Charlie's dead. People that believe in Jesus Christ believe that mess. They're happy for him being dead. And this kind of questions religion, because it's like, man, Charlie believed in Jesus Christ. He was a man of faith. And you have Bible believers that are condemning him, and they all believe in the same God. This is crazy.
The news conference is scheduled for 3 o'clock in Utah time, which is 2 o'clock Pacific.
You know, the truth, when you speak the truth, you're going to be hated. Somebody in the live chat said that he was a mouthpiece for Lucifer. A mouthpiece for Lucifer. How do you go from saying that man was a mouthpiece for Lucifer for challenging people? Another person says the slave masters believed in the Bible and said the word to make us less than. No, the slave masters didn't believe in no Bible. The slave masters twisted the Bible. See, if you actually read the Bible, you would know that the slave masters never followed the Bible. They manipulated the Bible. They manipulated the scriptures for their own personal gain, similar to these pastors in today's day. You know, these Christian pastors who go to church and they preach lies, and they always telling you to tithe 10% of your money, always telling you to give to the pastor. It's all a business. All of these churches work for the devil. All of them. None of these pastors today actually help the people. You cannot go to a local church and say, I'm struggling. I need financial support. They would never help you. But they claim they believe in God. They'll take your money, though, but they don't believe in giving nothing. It's all a business. That's why they're 501c3 churches affiliated with the government, and they get tax exemption. When did Jesus Christ say to go start a church to make money? It's nothing but a business.
5 o'clock Eastern. Janet, go.
The announcement is made.
Go.
They realize.
I didn't prove your point. I didn't just prove your point. You're saying that the slave master, I'm talking about these pastors. If you still feel you're a slave and you still think like a slave, you'll always be oppressed. That's the problem with the black community. We have and this is what Charlie Kirk was speaking against. The slave mentality of the average black man, black woman, where they can't elevate economically in America. How is it that black folk been in America all these years and still at the bottom? You got Chinese, Asians, Africans come to the United States. You have all sorts of immigrants that'll come to the United States, start businesses and become successful overnight. Whereas black men and women been in this country forever. And we still on the bottom crying and begging the white man for reparations. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. Explain why is it that we always complaining about slavery 2025 and we still talking about slavery? Rather than going out there and becoming successful. Rather than going out there and establish family and build a net worth for ourselves. Why are we still complaining? These are the things that Charlie challenged people with. You understand? And they got upset with him. Oh, he's a racist. He's a white supremacist. Why? Because a lot of black men are lazy. A lot of black men in America are lazy. And they want to live off the black woman because the black woman is the one that's going to work every day while the black man want to stay home playing PlayStation. Charlie didn't disrespect working class black men. All of you working class black men that are doing what you got to do, your fathers, your providers, your protectors, Charlie never was speaking negative about you. He was talking about the degenerates, the gang violence, the black on black crime issues, all these issues, the fatherless homes. Same thing with Candace Owens. Candace Owens speaked about these things. Candace Owens spoke out against black on black crime, fatherless homes, and all the degenerates, gangs, and all the violence in the black community. And she's married to a white man. Now, you would think, why would Candace, a black woman, be speaking out against black on black crime if she's married to a white man? Why would she even do that? Right? But nobody condemned her, but you condemned Charlie because he's white. You don't like the fact that Charlie spoke out against these things, so you condemned him. So who's the racist? Asking questions, debating, that makes you a racist now because you're white? This doesn't make any sense.
Go to
his partner's going to the back to tell everybody to be quiet.
The Fox.
Yeah, somebody go back.
Look, Trump just posted.
Notice somebody said, you're sick. Wow, you're sick. Imagine that. They're saying I'm sick. but yet Charlie get assassinated. I can guarantee you the person who said, wow, you're sick, you're happy Charlie is dead. Let me ask you a question. At Senior TW, are you happy that Charlie Kirk is dead? Come into the live chat and talk about it. Are you happy Charlie Kirk is dead? Because you folks that are showing this amount of hate are the very reason why Charlie Kirk is dead. You are happy. You are happy that man is dead. By the pure fact, you're so heated and triggered and hateful because of my opinions. It just goes to show you where America is right now. You cannot have an opinion in America. You cannot speak no truth in America. The people in America will want to kill you. And this is why Charlie is dead. You cannot speak your mind in America without people wanting to cancel you or kill you. And what this shows, what Charlie's death shows, is that people that are truth tellers, people that speak up against injustices, people that ask questions are targeted individuals. That's what this says.
That Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right, so yeah, you're right, Pat. He went to the back. He went to shut the hell up.
Yeah. So now watch.
Notice you have another hateful black that just came into the live chat named Derek White. Imagine your last name is White and you have the nerve to call somebody a tether. Derek White says, you ain't even foundational. This dude is a tether. First of all, I'm American, born and raised. My father is born in America, and he's an Army vet. He's a veteran, served this country. What did your father do? I bet you don't even know your father. I bet you never grew up with your father. You don't even know him, but you're calling me a tether. Now, let me explain what a tether is, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that don't know, maybe you're white, maybe you're Indian, maybe you don't know what a tether means. In the black community, they have this religious cult called FBA. FBA stands for Foundational Black American. This particular religious group called FBA believe that Americans that are born American, black Americans who came out of the American slave trade, they're a special group of people. Anybody on the outside, let's say you're Jamaican, Trinidadian, Panamanian, whatever the case is, you are considered a tether. A tether is a racial slur that is given to immigrant blacks. FBA people believe that immigrant blacks are not their people. This is what they believe. So if you are Haitian, if you are Jamaican, if you are Panamanian, if you are anyone from the outsides of America, FBA black Americans don't consider you black. So that person who called me a tether is only saying that because my mother is from Panama. My mother is Panamanian. My father is American. But they're calling me a tether because they hate me. I told you already. And his last name is White. You know why? Because in slavery, I bet you didn't know this. In slavery, you got your last name from the white man. Boom. So basically, that person who called me a tether, let me see if I can find the comment, right? I think it was Derek, right? I think it was Derek White. He says, this is our country, tether. Derek, if America is your country, why don't you take it back from the white man? I bet you can't. You don't have no power. You don't got no military. You can never do it. That's why you're on the bottom. This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm trying to show you guys that are viewing the live, the person named Derek White is an example of a black racist. Those are the kind of people I got to deal with. Charlie Kirk had to deal with white people that didn't like him and black people that didn't like him. I deal with a lot of ninjas that don't like me. Ninjas is another word for N-word. It's sort of like a nice way to say the N-word. We call them ninjas, right? Those are the degenerates that hate people like myself, that actually are family men that are outspoken about different issues. They hate men like me, right? Let me see. Where we at? I'm trying to find the comment from this particular ninja that got a problem with me named Derek White. Where's his comment? I should have took a screenshot of it when I had the chance. Trying to find the comment because like the chat is moving so quickly. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. Okay, let me put this on the screen so that we can have some fun with Derek. Right, let me do this real quick. Be sure to double tap the screen, ladies and gentlemen, to get the likes up on the video. Let's put this up on the screen, guys, so we can have some fun with Derek, right? Derek is what you call a black racist, right? Now, check this out. This is his comment towards me. Now, notice, Derek White, your last name came from the slave master. Why you ain't get rid of it? Why you ain't get rid of your last name? White is the last name of the slave master that had your ancestors in a plantation, yet you still carry their name. And you have the nerve to come in here and talk. Notice his name, Derek White. Your name, your last name is White. If you're black, why your last name is White? You're literally wearing the name of the slave master. Proudly, Derek White. He says you ain't even foundational. This dude is a tether. As if though the viewers know what a tether is. I had to explain to the viewers, I'm American. My birth paper is in America. I was born in America. My father was born in America, and he's an Army vet. What about your daddy? Do you know who your daddy is? Do you know who your daddy is, Derek? I bet you don't know. You know why? Because your mama was in them damn streets running around with men. So you don't know who your daddy is because you were a one-night stand. And see, these are the type of issues that Candace Owens would speak about in terms of the fatherless homes, and also Charlie Kirk would speak about these particular issues in terms of where are the fathers. And this is why they're mad with people like me. This person talking all of this garbage and yet don't even know who their daddy is. Never got a hug from their daddy. Never had a daddy to say, oh, I'm proud of you, son. But this is the kind of hate that I get, guys, from black racists. And they're the worst. How many of you, with a show of ones, live in a community where you have black racists? Where they just don't like you because you're black? Black racists are the worst, guys. And they're literally accusing Charlie of being a racist because he spoke out on issues that black men just don't want to deal with. Anytime the white man have to come in to clean up our mess, that's a problem. Look at what Trump have to do with Chicago, sending in the National Guard. And you have a bunch of damn ninjas and thugs in Chicago talking about don't send the National Guard. If you send the National Guard, it's going to be a problem. We're talking about gang members thinking they could go toe-to-toe with the National Guard, our military. You ain't going to win. You are not going to win. And I'm hoping that Trump send the National Guard in. I'm hoping he send them in and take out these damn gang members because they're the degenerates. They're the problem. They're the ones that are causing mothers to be unable to come outside. Look at a grandmother that got killed. Look at an elderly woman that got killed out there by a stray bullet because these ninjas and gang members are out in them streets terrorizing the community. And you mad at me because I'm speaking this truth. I'm not out there killing people. I'm not out there in no damn gangs. I'm a family man. But yet I'm hated because I speak the truth. And you got these damn animals in the streets committing crimes all day. And when I speak this truth, they say, oh, you a Sambo, you a coon, you trying to fit in with white people. No, I'm trying to clean up the damn black community. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to clean up the black community from the thugs, the gang members, and the violence. You see what I mean? What is Derek doing? What is Derek doing in the black community? Is Derek cleaning up the black community? No. Derek is most likely a bum with no damn job. Derek is most likely a man living off of a woman. Derek is most likely a damn man who's out there having a bunch of babies out of wedlock. That's what he's doing. A no-half-in job bum sitting at home playing PlayStation Ninja, sitting online complaining about a family man who's out here on the front line doing the work. Where is your community? Where is your platform? What work are you doing, Derek? With the last name White, talking about who's a tether and your last name is White. You should be ashamed. You better change that name. Let's get back to the content. Let's go. I'm finished roasting him already.
Trump say. Okay, forget about this, Rob. Wow. Now go to, so the second. So then what do? They go on ChatGPT. Can you tell me exactly at this time that there was another crisis that took place in California for us to say that we were reacting to? They make the argument that they're reacting to, not you, Rob. I'm saying that's what they did. So they make.
Derek, how many kids you got? Derek, how many kids you got, Derek? How many kids you had out of wedlock by women? How many women you took advantage of? I bet you don't pay your child support. Where your kids at? Do you spend time with your kids, Derek? When was the last time you spent with your son and daughter? Come on now. This is sick, man. And this is coming from black men. So imagine the hate that Charlie had to deal with. Listen, guys, if I'm getting hated by black people, imagine the hate that Charlie got. You know? Notice this other clown. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Y'all ready for this? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready for this. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all are ready for this major expose. If y'all ready for this. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready for this. Okay, y'all ready for some good entertainment? All right, I got you. I got you. I'm going to give y'all some good entertainment right now. Some real good entertainment. Y'all going to love this. Y'all are going to love this, guys. Trust me. Give me a minute. Let me set this up. Let me set this up. Right? Let me set this up. It's some good entertainment for you guys. Y'all going to love this. Okay, boom. Right? So let me get this. Okay. Put this over here. Let me get this comment on the screen. Now, again, remember what I told you guys, that all the hate that I get come from ninjas. It come from black folk, right? The ninja sector, right? Now, watch this. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Okay, where we at? All right, check this out. Check this comment out that just came in. Check this out. Another racist black says, no way you're married to a black woman. You heard that, guys? He said, no way you're married to a black woman. Watch this receipt, guys. Watch this. Watch this. You see this? Me with my wife and family in the car 11 hours ago. A black woman. But the person just said there's no way you're married to a black woman. Do you see that? He assumed I'm with a white woman. I love black women. Do you see that? Do you see that? Notice that another person says, looks white to me. I'm telling you guys, when it comes to the black community, man, this is the type of stuff that you got to face. But I got more for you. I got more for you. Let me do this. Right? Let me do this. Let me get this off the screen. And get this. Let me see. Let me do this. Okay. All right. Let me download this. Notice the Derek guy is still calling me a tether. Derek, why you don't have a profile picture so we can see who you are? I already been accused of being a tether. I've been accused of not having a black wife. All of these negative things, and it's all coming from black people. To the white community that is viewing the content, do you see how the black community is? Do you see what the black community represents? This is the black community. This is why they murdered Charlie Kirk. This is why. Because black folk that are ninjas, they don't like to hear the truth. They just don't. They don't like to hear the truth, guys. They get offended. They get mad. They start to attack you. This is what they do. This is what they do, guys. Let me get this video up, guys, for you. Let me get this up. Give me a minute. Oh, it's not done yet. Give me a minute. I'm trying to get this up. It's almost done. Yeah, Derek hates himself. See, Derek is what you call a clown who hates himself. This is the problem that we got to deal with. This is why they hated Charlie Kirk, because Charlie Kirk used to go at it with black men that weren't responsible, being fathers in the homes, doing this, having a job, being in gangs. He would talk about those type of things, just as Candace Owens would talk about these particular issues, and they would hate people for that. Now, why would you hate people for speaking the truth? This doesn't make no sense, you know? Absolutely sick, man. Let me see. Let me shout out. I probably missed the super chat. Shout out to Faith Walker for the $2 support. Says Ringo TV, all you can eat barbecue. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. HTX. Shout out to you for the $4.99. You said the hypocrisy is crazy. You're mad. He's assuming things about you just after you went on and tear of assumptions on dude because his last name is white. What? Are you speaking against me? Because I'm trying to figure out why in the world would you send a super chat? Hey, if you're going to send money, I mean, it is what it is. You can send more. I mean, it's okay. I don't consider that hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is basically a person claiming specific beliefs that they don't hold. In other words, if I say attending a strip club is wrong and you see me at the strip club, I would be a hypocrite if I'm telling you not to attend the strip club. That's hypocrisy. It's claiming certain beliefs that you don't even hold. Claiming certain practices that you don't practice. That's a hypocrite, you know, telling you it's wrong to smoke weed, but yet you caught me smoking weed. I would be a hypocrite because I'm rebuking you when I'm pretty much doing the same thing, if not worse. You know, that would be pretty much what a hypocrite is. Me addressing that particular person doesn't make me a hypocrite. Right? I'm literally standing up for what is right. That's all it is. Because their last name is white. So if they're going to call me a tether by basically saying I'm not foundational, which I don't really care about none of that foundational Black American stuff. I don't care about the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. I'm not with no Christianity. I'm not with none of that religious stuff. I follow the Most High, meaning the Bible. But at the end of the day, when it comes to religion, I don't follow religion. You see, I don't do that. I don't do religion because religion is what separates us. Religion is what's causing all the wars. Religion is what's causing all the chaos in the world. It is because of religion. Religion is doing it. And this is the problem. You see, what I'm addressing is the real truth. If he's going to call me a tether by making it seem like I'm some immigrant, I'm not an immigrant. If I just said publicly that I am American, born in America, my father's American, and he's an Army vet who served in the military and served this country, it should be case closed. Why would you continually keep calling me something that I'm not? That's misleading and that's a lie. Right? He's the one calling me these things, but yet his last name is White, which represents the slave master. Maybe you don't know this. Maybe you're not educated, but if you're black and you're in America and your last name is whatever it is, you got that from slavery. Where did your last name come from? Where did your last name come from? I'm talking to all so-called black people. Where your last name come from? Your last name come from slavery, no matter how you see it. Do your research. Any person that is black in America, your last name come from slavery. That's where it comes from. There's no other way around it. So no matter how much you hate me, if your last name is White, that was the name of a slave master, White, the White Plantation. And that is where Derek come from. He comes from the White Plantation, and he's mad at me because of that. Don't get mad at me. Your so-called daddy didn't want to fight. That's why he stayed in slavery. That's how weak the black man is. Because if the white man put you in slavery, how come black people didn't get out of slavery and it took them 400 years? Matter of fact, it took the white man to get you out of slavery. The white man put you in slavery and then the white man took you out of slavery. How come the black man wasn't strong enough to get out of slavery since he's so big and bad? How come the black man didn't sacrifice his life and die to be free? How come all black men in slavery didn't rile up together and fight the white man to the death? How come? How come the black man stood by while his women and children were raped, violated, and tortured? Why the black man stood by and watched? Tell me why. Black women were raped by the white man during slavery. How come the black man didn't do what he needed to do to protect his family? See, you could get mad and leave. You could get mad and cry. I'm speaking the damn truth. And you can't handle it. That's why they killed Charlie Kirk. Because they can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. Look at somebody in the chat says, father's Jamaican, gave me his name. No, your father being Jamaican got his last name from slavery. These are the things that you don't understand. If you black, your last name came from slavery. I don't care what nobody say. And that's a fact. Own it. It's the truth. It's the truth. And you don't want to deal with it. You know, getting mad at me is not solving your problems. Better pay attention to it. You ain't gonna learn this in school. They ain't gonna teach you this in school. That's why they killed Charlie Kirk. They killed Charlie Kirk because he was outspoken about real issues. You know? Listen, when you speak truth, people will accuse you of everything. You have somebody in the chat says, can you say the boule? Somebody being sarcastic, saying he's a part of the boule. Then you're gonna have somebody saying he's a Freemason. Then you're gonna have somebody saying he's a tether. These are all the opinions that they give you when you're outspoken and you're in front of the public, guys. Now imagine if I was in front of these people. They would be ready to kill me. They'll be ready to hang me on a tree. But yet they'll complain about the white man lynching blacks in sundown towns. But it's the very same black people that want to kill me. You guys, listen. You got these black racists always talking about sundown towns and black people being unalive, but it be you same ninjas that be wanting to kill me because of my opinions. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right? Let me get this on the screen, guys, because we're not done with this person right here. Y'all thought I was done? Oh, we not done. We not done with this person. Let's get this on the screen, guys. Watch this. Let's have some fun with this. Let's have some fun, guys. Make sure you double tap the screen to give it a like, because that person says, no way you're married to a black woman. LOL. So for them, it's all laughter. Right? I bet you that person don't got nobody, no relationship, no nothing. Now watch this, guys. Watch this. I showed y'all an image, but now this. You see this? This is video. This is me yesterday with my fam. Yesterday. The person said, you're not married to no black woman, assuming that I must be with a white woman because of how I talk. Right? They're accustomed to that ninja talk in the black community. Your boy Ringo back again. Okay, guys. So we're in the car having a debate. Family debate. Wait for some people to show up. It's like nobody's here. I don't know what the hell's going on with this damn YouTube, bro. Like, it's like, this thing is weird, bro. Senior TW, where you at? Senior TW, where you at? Senior TW, you accuse me of not being married to a black woman. Where you at, fam? You assume I was with a white woman. I don't want to be married to no white woman. I love black women. So you falsely accuse me. Where's your black woman? That's the question. Where's your black woman? Check out another clown that came in and says, please don't show your family. It's not safe. Not safe for what? What are you talking about? What do you mean it's not safe? What do you mean? What do you mean by it's not safe? What does that mean? It's not safe. I'll show whatever I want to show. You're just scary. You're the kind of person who live in fear all day long. This is sad, bro. Absolutely sad. It's not safe to show your family. So then it's not safe to show myself. That's why I'm doing the job and you're not. Because I'm not scared of people. I'm not. Notice, guys, only black people is doing this, guys. Only black people are in my live chat talking crap. Only blacks. This is amazing, fam. One person here, bro. The whole time. Literally, we've been on 40 seconds. I'm with my family in the car. Person. Oh my goodness, y'all got me. Clear earlier, I said I'm thankful for the people who support my channel. Thanks for the people who... That don't look like a white woman next to me. That don't look like a white woman. Look, she looked black to me. So I'm going to take that off the screen because, you know, had to make sure I show these receipts because this is the kind of hate that I get, guys. This is the kind of hate that I get. And it's primarily coming from black people, fam. Absolutely sick. Let's get back to the content, man. Let's get back to the content. We're talking about the situation. TMZ pretty much busted, celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. And, you know, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for going on little rabbit trails. But from time to time, I got to do these things because a lot of times you have viewers that come in and the hate that I get, it literally is in real time. And sometimes you got to go with the flow so that you can show the public the exact kind of people that I'm dealing with. Notice, we have one guy that called me a tether, but yet his last name is White. At Derek White, you got to wear the name of the slave master on you for the rest of your life. Every time you look for a job, your name, Derek White. All day, all on your driver's license, Derek White. In school, Derek White. Please come to the main office, please.
Derek White, please come to the main office, please.
This is sad, man. Absolutely sick, fam.
Argument later on. Do you have the video of them saying what they were reacting to?
You know what I cannot stand? People that come into my live chat telling me, don't feed hate, bro. Why don't you leave the damn platform? This is social media. This is entertainment. You're telling me not to feed. I'm not feeding nothing. I'm responding to the lies. People are lying on me and making up false allegations in a public setting. You think I'm just going to sit there and stay quiet so they could be like, well, maybe he is married to a white woman. No, I'm going to respond and put them damn devils to shame. It's crazy how people are weird, bro.
Yeah, him and the producer guy.
Yeah, and so this is when they're...
Why your last name is not Mr. Black? Why? Derek, why your last name is not Mr. Black? It's Mr. White. How that look? You hate white people and your last name is White. That is ridiculous, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek White is a racist. He don't like white people, but his last name is White. Mr. White. How you doing, sir? Mr. White, how you doing?
Hello, Mr. White. I was just wondering, Mr. White, is it possible that I could get off of work at around 3 p.m., please?
Well, you know, as the CEO of the company, I am Mr. White.
But you're black, sir. You're black. You don't look white.
I could just imagine this, bruh. You call in a car dealership about a particular car, and you're on the phone like this. Hello, I would like to talk to you guys about a Mercedes-Benz that I'm looking for.
Oh, how you doing, sir? May I ask who I'm speaking to?
Well, I am Mr. White. I'm looking at a Maybach right now, and I want it in the color black.
Okay, sir. You know, you can come on down to our office. We'll be glad to take care of you, Mr. White.
Okay, I'll be down there around 5 p.m., and I look forward to doing business with you. Now you come down to the car dealership, you walk in there as a black man, and you're like, hey guys, I would like to speak to the manager. I called here about a Maybach.
Oh, how you doing, sir? Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm the guy that called about a Maybach.
You're the guy that called about a Maybach? You're Mr. White?
Yes. What are you expecting, a white man?
No, sir. My apologies. I just thought that you were white. You know, Mr. White. My apologies.
Doesn't make no sense, man. Memphis House, why are you getting salty in the live chat? Why are you getting salty? You said play the video. That sounds kind of rude. At Memphis. Memphis House, you said play the video. Why are you being rude in the live chat? And you see me having a conversation with the people, talking and entertaining the viewers. Why are you hating? You don't got a sense of humor? You got a stick in your behind or something? You don't got a sense of humor. I'm over here entertaining the viewers that are watching the show. You're like, play the video. Why don't you go find the video and play it? This don't make no sense. It's always somebody trying to get the audience to go their way. Let me put you on the block list. I don't normally like to block people, but you got to go. You know, you don't deserve to be here. I don't like people like that. You know, saying play the video. Here I am cracking some jokes, giving some entertainment, and you here hating in the clouds, getting mad because I'm doing that. It's crazy, bro. Some people are just so serious. They have no humor, no sense of humor. They just got a stick in their butt, bro. It's just sick, bro.
Looking at it, watch this here, folks.
We're live streaming all day during this tragedy.
Right.
When something happened in our office, as we were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there were some people in the back room away from our news desk here who were watching a car chase, and they were laughing, they were clapping.
You lying,
and
Charlie.
You could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing. They were not reacting that way about Charlie Kirk's assassination. They were not. They would not work here if they did. And that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing. And for that, we are sorry. We apologize. We apologize.
We got
caught. You had to hear that. And I get why, if you're watching the stream, you may have felt that that's what the laughter was about. We assure you, it was
when
not
the laughter
about
is cheering,
that.
dude.
Both of them are lying, bro. Both of them are lying. You know, Harvey is lying, his partner's lying. They both got caught. TMZ was celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, guys. In case you're joining in on the show, be sure to double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. That helps with the algorithm. Shout out to Iggy Brothers for the support. Says, why does it matter who he's married to? Why does it matter anyway? That's true. Why do it matter? Well, to answer your question, it matters to black racists. Black racists don't like white people. I'm not a racist, so I'm not one of those folks. I believe in justice for all people. I believe that everybody should be successful. I believe that everybody should have the American dream. Everybody should be on the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, in the black community, we have two kinds of people. We have civilized black folk that work. Shout out to all the black people that actually go to work, take care of their families. They're civilized. They stay out of trouble. They're not in and out of prison, right? Shout out to you. Then you have the ninjas, the blacks that we just don't like. Ninjas are the degenerates in the black communities. These are the gang members, the deadbeat dads, the mothers that are always in the clubs. They got OnlyFans accounts showing their feet and their butt. You know what I mean? They don't take care of their kids. They always complaining about the white man. They always crying for reparations. They don't want to work. They living off public assistance. They on Section 8. They living off the system. But they flex on social media like they're living this great life. You know what I mean? And they're always hateful towards other black folk that are actually successful and doing something with their lives. They don't support black-owned businesses. Those kind of people we don't like. Those are the degenerates. Right? It's two types of black people in the black community. And what happens is the ninjas misrepresent black people as a whole, and it make all of us look like we're all the same. Now, when Charlie died, ninjas started to celebrate on social media. On TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, even influencers started to mock the death of this man. And it's because Charlie held black men accountable in regards to them being fathers, doing what they got to do. And he would literally ask questions that would make people think. I never got offended by anything Charlie had to say about black people. I never got offended by none of that stuff because you know why? I'm not the people he's talking about. The only men and women that get offended by Charlie are people he's talking about. They're the ones that get offended. Period. If black women came on social media and said black men ain't ish, they're deadbeat dads, that's not bothering me. You know why? I take care of my family. I take care of my family, so it's not bothering me. It only bothers the men that are bums. That's it. And a lot of black men are bums. They don't want to work, and they live off of women. How many of you ladies in your lifetime have literally taken care of a damn ninja who you thought this guy was going to be true? You thought he was going to go get a job. You thought he was going to provide, and you found yourself taking care of this grown man. You providing for this ninja. He ain't paying no bills. He ain't doing a damn thing in his house, but he trying to exert his authority like he a damn man and he don't got no damn job. You out of your mind. You out of your mind. Telling this woman what she need to do and you don't got no job. You ain't providing nothing. You ain't paying no light bill, no gas bill, no rent, no nothing. And you trying to tell this woman what she need to do? A woman ain't listening. Listen, a woman is not listening to none of you men if you ain't got no damn job. She ain't listening to you. The hell she listening to you for? You out of your mind. Talking about I'm the man of the house and I'm this. You the man of the house with no damn job. You don't got no money. You ain't paying no bills. What are you talking about? She don't want to hear that mess. She wants security. You ain't providing. As a man, you supposed to provide no matter what. Well, Rango, I provide for my family. You're supposed to. You're supposed to. You ain't telling me. I'm not impressed. If you're a black man and you providing for your household, I'm not impressed. You know why? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to. Just like I'm not impressed if you're a woman and you take care of your kids. That's your job. Your job is to take care of your kids. Don't tell me, well, I take care of my kids. You want a pat on the back? That's what you're supposed to do. What do you want, a reward? A man is supposed to provide. A woman is supposed to take care of the kids. It is what it is.
Was horrible timing.
Okay.
And by the way, I get it too.
Talk about Trump and Epstein. What that have to do with anything? Explain to me what talking about Trump and Epstein does for those bills that you got in your house. I don't care. I don't care about Epstein or any Trump Epstein files and all this goofy stuff. None of that stuff pays my bills. What does that do for your bills? Look up another clown. Dre came in here and said clickbait. We've been streaming now 1 hour and 40 minutes. Were you here in the beginning of this live, Dre? Were you here to watch the stream? Were you here? Did you not hear the video? Put a 1 in the chat if we already reviewed the video, already talked about the topic, already discussed everything. Put a 1 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that been here from the beginning, we already talked about the topic already. We already discussed everything already. Dre wasn't here. We were here and we talked about this already. Right now, we just kind of chopping it up. This is a live stream, Dre. Dre, this is a live stream, which means the world doesn't revolve around you. We already covered the topic already. And if I'm playing the tape now, that's just for review, for recap purposes, for people that might show up, like you. But we already talked about the topic already. I don't clickbait people. You understand? I don't clickbait people. If you take your damn tail back to the beginning of the live stream, you would see that we already covered the topic already. Let's get back at it. Let's go.
Believe them?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So they're saying a car chase.
Okay.
This is the car chase. Let us just show you,
Yeah.
and you tell me if you believe them. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, let's find it.
Tell me if this is the kind of a car chase that you would celebrate and scream. Tell me if it's that euphoric. Go ahead, Rob.
We're showing you right there on the banner below. You can see it started in Temple City, and we saw that. Go ahead,
25 miles an hour.
Well, I wanted to let you know that President Trump has said.
What in that video is so exciting that TMZ was cheering?
Charlie Kirk has died. So that is the breaking news that we are likely about to have with ABC News. He was shot in Utah at a college there. We've been talking about that throughout the afternoon here.
Think about it, guys. TMZ staff was caught red-handed, busted, celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, and TMZ boss man, Harvey, would not hold them accountable because they're most likely family and friends, very close friends or family, and he refused to hold them accountable. And these are probably people that got certain positions and titles within the company, and he don't want to hold them accountable.
Okay, so he's not lying. They are watching a car chase, and they are reacting to a car chase because the announcer on the car chase said that Charlie Kirk is dead.
Thank you.
So Harvey is essentially in his mind, well, we're not lying. Go back 20 seconds again, Rob, and watch what happens. Go back a little bit more. Go. Right there. Watch what the announcer says. Here's the car chase that they're talking about. Temple City. Go ahead.
And notice in the car chase, the car chase, notice the cops never caught the people. It's not like they got the people out the car, guns drawn, none of that stuff. So what were they cheering for? There was nothing exciting there. They started to cheer once Trump announced that Charlie Kirk passed away due to an assassination, which means staff at TMZ was caught red-handed. And the people, you people that support TMZ, need to hold TMZ accountable. You need to hold them accountable for this.
That President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that's
what they're
breaking news that we are.
And that aired during the car chase. You see the car chase? It says breaking news, pursuit started in Temple City. That is what TMZ was watching. That is what they were watching. And then The news broke over the air while they were watching the car chase. They were cheering Charlie's death, guys.
That's not the car chase.
Have with ABC News.
So
he was shot.
So they're watching the car chase.
So, yeah.
The announcer announces Charlie Kirk's dead, and it seems like in all likelihood that's when they cheer.
You tell me
there's
what
nothing excitable
while
going
that
on there.
second the car
this
chase.
isn't O.J. Simpson and the White Bronco.
Exactly. Pat, that I'm sorry. That the first of all, disgusting.
You know
of
what's
who
so
they
funny,
are.
guys? You know what's so funny about this? Listen to this part here, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one, but I'm pretty sure some of you caught that. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Let me see if the people caught it. Did y'all catch that? I'm not going to say what it is. I want to see what y'all say. Did y'all catch that? I want to see if anybody was paying attention. Y'all saying yes. Caught what? What did y'all caught? What was it? What was it? Okay, the OJ reference. There you go. Okay. Now watch this. Now watch this, guys. Maybe I'm the first podcast to put this out there. Was it racist? Was it racist? Was that a racist comment coming from that guy? Was that a racist comment? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Was that a racist comment? Which mean, was that white man expressing a racist comment when OJ was being chased by the police? The answer is yes. It was a racist comment. Man. Look, check it out. Everybody missed it. Watch this. Let me rewind it back. Because I'm telling you, when he said it, everybody got quiet. Because it's like, hold up. So you saying you were celebrating? So when you saw OJ being chased by the police, you were clapping and celebrating that a black man was getting chased by the... Wow. It exposed a lot, guys. Watch this. Watch this.
Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that's
what they're reacting
breaking news
to.
that we are likely
That's not the car chase.
to have with ABC News.
So
he was shot in
So they're watching the car chase.
So, yeah.
The announcer announces Charlie Kirk's dead, and it seems like in all likelihood that's when they cheer.
You tell me
there's
what
nothing excitable
while
going
that
on there.
second the car
This
chase.
isn't O.J. Simpson and the White Bronco.
Exactly.
This isn't O.J. Simpson and the White Bronco, which mean this man, this white man, was cheering on and excited when the police was chasing down O.J. Simpson. He got caught. He got caught. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yo, he should have never said that. That was a poor timing. You should have never said that. That right there didn't come in right. Listen to how, because he said there was nothing exciting. He said there was nothing exciting with the car chase, but then he compared it to the O.J. Simpson situation. Listen to what he said, guys. Check it out.
Watching the car chase.
So, yeah.
The announcer announces Charlie Kirk's dead, and it seems like in all likelihood that's when they cheer.
You tell me
there's
what
nothing excitable.
He said there's nothing exciting there.
That second the car
This
chase.
isn't O.J. Simpson and the White Bronco.
Exactly.
Pat,
And everybody said exactly. Everybody said exactly. Everybody up there said exactly, which means all of them are in agreement that when O.J. Simpson was being chased by the police, they were all cheering the police on. Wow. Wow. That's racist. Now notice, guys, somebody said you tripping. That very same person who said you tripping was all with me while I was talking about the situation with Charlie. Once I flipped the script on the podcast, now all of a sudden I'm enemy number one. Do you see how when you change your view about something, you lose people? What they just expressed was racism. That was a racist remark because they were all celebrating when O.J. Simpson was being chased by the police. Why? Because he's black and they accused him of murdering a white woman. Now they telling me I'm reaching. No, I'm not reaching. They just finished comparing this situation because we know that when TMZ staff was looking at the TV, they were watching a car chase. Nothing in that car chase was entertaining to the point where it warranted the celebration. This guy, I believe his name is Adam, because y'all saying Adam is not racist. All of a sudden now people are jumping to Adam's defense, but he said that so-called when O.J. Simpson was being chased by the police, it was so exciting that they were cheering and clapping and celebrating him getting caught by law enforcement. Well, why? Because he's black. And they knew and assumed he killed a white woman and they wanted to see him go down. You see that? Why is it that people in the live chat hate me all of a sudden? Do you see how people are, guys? 1 minute they'll like you, next minute they hate you. You can never win. You could never win, guys. So hold up. So everybody gonna act like they didn't hear that? Let's rewind it back. We're gonna have this public debate. I don't care who I don't care who like me or hate me at this point. We're gonna have this debate. We're gonna have this debate. Let's start it back at the top.
His mind. Well, we're not lying. Go back 20 seconds again, Rob, and watch what happens. Go back a little bit more. Go. Right there. Watch what the announcer said. Here's the car chase that they're talking about. Temple City. Go ahead.
That President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died.
Now think about this. Cops chasing perp in a white vehicle. Wasn't OJ in a white pickup truck, I believe? I believe it was a white pickup truck, right? OJ was in a white pickup truck, right? I believe. I think it was a pickup truck. If this made TMZ cheer, that mean that there was something about this scene that was so exciting that they was loving it. It was entertaining, right? TMZ is denying it. They're saying that it was just a car chase, that they weren't laughing at Charlie's death, but they were. But watch how the guy compare this car chase to the car chase with OJ by assuming that OJ's car chase was so entertaining that it made them clap for joy, which mean they enjoyed police chasing OJ down and they were cheering them on every step of the way because OJ was black. And they assume he had to have murdered that white woman.
So that's
what they're
breaking news
to.
that we are likely
not the car chase.
Have with ABC News.
So
he was shot.
So they're watching the car chase.
So
listen,
the announcer announces Charlie Kirk's
listen,
dead, and it seems like in all likelihood that's when they cheer.
You tell me
there's
what
nothing excitable going on there.
He said there's nothing exciting going on there. He said there's nothing exciting. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing exciting going on there. Watch what he says now. Now, keep in mind, he said there's nothing. Now, here's the thing. The white folks that was watching me talking about the Charlie situation, they all agreeing with me when it comes to the Charlie situation. Now that I'm holding these guys accountable, all of a sudden now I'm the bad guy. Do you see, ladies and gentlemen, when I was holding the black community accountable, the white people that's in the chat was cheering me on. They were cheering me on. But the minute I hold the white guy accountable, all of a sudden, oh, you reaching. Oh, that's not right. All of a sudden. But when I was talking about these ninjas in the black community, the white folk that was in agreement with my Charlie commentary, they now agreed with me concerning the black community. Now that I'm holding the white man accountable, now I'm the bad guy. Y'all got to make up your mind with all this fake public outrage. What I'm saying here is a fact. Watch what happens next.
This isn't O.J. Simpson in the white Bronco.
Exactly. This isn't O.J. Simpson in the white Bronco. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh. So now O.J. Simpson and the white Bronco mean he was excited. He was turned on by this. Now notice how I'm being called. He says, you sound racist. Do you see, ladies and gentlemen? This is exactly how they looked at Charlie Kirk. I'm showing you in real time. Charlie Kirk spoke about different issues regarding the black community. The black community labeled Charlie Kirk a so-called white supremacist. I'm focusing on talking about what this guy just finished saying about OJ. You got people in my live chat saying, you sound racist. This is crazy. This is crazy. Do you see how when you have opinions and you speak on different issues, they will begin to label you as a racist? What did I say that's so racist? I'm literally telling you what the man said. He said that the white Bronco chase with OJ was excitement to him. Listen to what he said. This is sick. How come they ain't getting no backlash for that?
Says Charlie Kirk's dead. And it seems like in all likelihood, that's when they cheer.
You tell me
there's
what
nothing excitable
while
going
that
on there.
second the car
This
chase,
isn't O.J. Simpson and the white Bronco.
Exactly.
Pat, that?
Wow, this is an OJ and the white Bronco. So now what this tells us is that when OJ was being chased, they were excited about it. And they were pissed when OJ was acquitted. Because here's the thing, if it was exciting to see OJ being chased by law enforcement, that means that he was clapping when they got him. Y'all got to get the context. If TMZ was clapping at the death of Charlie Kirk, celebrating his death, what he's saying is that they did that for OJ when they were chasing OJ. That particular guy, Adam or whatever his name is, was clapping in excitement because OJ was caught. But when OJ was acquitted, white people were infuriated by the verdict. Am I right or wrong? You can call me Reacher. You can say whatever you want. Now that I'm holding that podcast accountable for what they said, how come everybody ain't having no outrage over that? How come? You can say I'm wrong all day. I'm right. I don't care how many of you say I'm wrong. I'm right. I'm right. I don't care how much you say I'm wrong. I'm right. I'm right. You're mad. You're mad because I'm speaking the truth. And that's the same reason why the black community was celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. Because they were looking at Charlie Kirk as a racist. I'm the one who defended Charlie Kirk against the black racists. I'm the one who defended Charlie Kirk against these black racists that was saying that Charlie deserved to die. I'm the one who made videos defending him and his honor. So you could say whatever you want to say about me. I'm holding everybody accountable. These men made a mockery of O.J. Simpson because he's black and said that it was entertainment because he was being chased by law enforcement. That don't make no sense. But while at the same time condemning TMZ for celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. I just wanted to know if anybody was able to point it out. I'm pointing out the obvious, but everybody's acting like they don't see it because why? You're going to protect these guys even though what they said was wrong. Whether you believe it's racist or not, it was wrong. Hold them accountable. Come on now. Come on. O.J. Simpson is black. It doesn't matter if he said, if he didn't say black man or whatever the case is. O.J. Simpson is a black man, which means O.J. Simpson was on his mind as something entertaining to watch when law enforcement was chasing him. Why can't y'all be real, bro? Why can't y'all be real, man? This is social media. Be real. What he said was wrong. Because if they're holding TMZ accountable, why would they do the same thing to OJ? Why would they say the same thing about OJ? Listen, OJ was acquitted for that situation. He was acquitted, which means the jury found him not guilty. Don't get mad at me. They found him not guilty. What I'm looking at here is they thought OJ being chased by law enforcement was something worthy to be clapped and shouting for joy. That's what he said. So what does that mean? That mean it was entertaining for white people to see a black man getting chased by law enforcement. It's no different than a slave master chasing down a ninja who fled the plantation. You understand? This is crazy. Now you have somebody in the live chat says, please play the clip again and show us where he says black man. Are you slow? I want to know, are you slow? Are you slow? Is OJ black or white? Is OJ black or white to the chat? Is OJ black or white? I want to know, is OJ black or white? Because the person said, could you play back the tape so I can hear when he said a black man? OJ is black, right? Okay. Play back the tape.
Watching the car chase.
So, yeah.
The announcer announces Charlie Kirk's dead, and it seems like in all likelihood that's when they cheer.
You tell me
there's
what
nothing excitable going on there.
He said there's nothing excited going on there. Nothing exciting going on there. Nothing exciting. But then he brought up O.J. Simpson, which means O.J. Simpson's car chase was exciting. So that means it's possible, based on what he's saying, that white America was excited and full of joy seeing O.J. Simpson being chased. Listen to this.
In the car
this
chase.
isn't O.J. Simpson in the white Bronco.
Exactly. Pat, that, I'm sorry, that, the first of all, disgusting of who they are.
How come they got off the subject of OJ right there? Because they knew he messed up by bringing up OJ. He should have never said OJ's name. He should have kept on topic. He should have never said OJ's name. Is there anybody that's in agreement with me? Is there anybody that's in agreement with me? Put a 1. He should have never brought up OJ's name, man. Let's do what's right, bruh. This is crazy. He should have never brought up OJ's name. He should have stayed on point, stay on topic. Because here's the thing. We're talking about Charlie Kirk's death. They were mocking, TMZ was laughing at Charlie Kirk's death. Why he brought up OJ? If you're holding TMZ accountable for laughing at people, why would y'all be laughing at OJ if he's being chased by law enforcement? 2 wrongs don't make a right. Come on. 2 wrongs don't make a right. What he just exposed is that white America was laughing, celebrating when O.J. Simpson was being chased by law enforcement. That's what he exposed, y'all. Wow, bro. Why nobody's paying attention? I'm playing the tape again because they're not getting away. Everybody's being exposed. Everybody being held accountable. Play the tape again. Let's go.
Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that's
what they're
breaking
reacting
news
to.
that we are likely
That's not the car chase.
have.
So here's the thing. TMZ got caught, busted, celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. We can all agree. TMZ is guilty for celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. That is why they were clapping and celebrating. Now watch this.
With ABC News,
so
he was shot in
So they're watching the car chase.
So, yeah.
The announcer announces Charlie Kirk's dead, and it seems like in all likelihood that's when they cheer.
You tell me
there's
what
nothing excitable
while
going
that
on there.
second
There's nothing exciting going on there. So what Adam is basically saying is there's nothing exciting going on there for them to be celebrating. Then he does this.
The car
this
chase.
isn't O.J. Simpson in the white Bronco.
Exactly.
This isn't O.J. Simpson in the white Bronco, which mean white America was celebrating, clapping for joy, watching police chase OJ down. Wow. Wow. And y'all acting like y'all don't know. But because I'm black, now all of a sudden you mad. You wasn't mad before. You mad because I'm talking about him now. Come on now. This is crazy. And people gonna act like they in denial. Everybody that's against what I said, you are literally turning a blind eye to the obvious facts. What he just said is that when O.J. Simpson was being chased in the white Bronco, that it was entertaining, that it was making people shout for joy, that it was making white folk go clap, clap, clap. They were celebrating when they were chasing down a ninja. That is what he said. And you mad at me because I'm exposing the obvious. I'm not the one who mentioned O.J. Simpson's name. Adam should have never mentioned O.J. He should have stayed on topic, stayed on code, so that nobody don't make no videos reacting to what he said. Adam should be held accountable, guys. Adam should be held accountable for bringing up OJ by mentioning that it was an exciting, it was a celebration. Basically, he's telling the world that white America was celebrating OJ being chased. Why can't white folk admit that? Are there any white people that are watching this live that can agree without being biased that what he said was wrong? Because I'm standing up for Charlie, and Charlie is white, and I'm standing up for Charlie's legacy against all these damn haters. Can you, as a white man, stand up and do the right thing for once by saying, damn, you know what, Ringo? Adam was wrong for bringing up OJ. He should have never said that. It wasn't right, because it do come off like he's saying that when OJ was being chased, that everybody was clapping and celebrating, and it was entertaining to see that black man getting chased for allegedly murdering a white woman. But no, they're not gonna say that. You know why? Because he's white and you gotta protect him. But yet I'm a black man defending Charlie Kirk's honor. Do you see the difference? But I'm a bad guy now. I'm telling you, bruh. Let's get back to the tape. Let me shout out this super chat. Shout out to Jay for the support. He says, OJ was famous. That's why his chase was interesting, not because he was black. I remember watching it 40 miles per hour. No, you're gaslighting the viewers. You're gaslighting the viewers at this point. Appreciate the support, but you're gaslighting the viewers. OJ Simpson car chase was not exciting to me. I was not sitting in front of the TV going, yo, they got him. Oh, man, yo, they got OJ. I was not doing none of that. I was just watching on the TV, looking at the car chase. I was not jumping up and down for joy. It's not because OJ was famous, not because he was black. It was because he was black and a white woman was murdered. Stop living in denial. Stop it. Stop gaslighting. Stop the gaslighting. Stop the nonsense. OJ was a black man and a white woman was murdered. And people were celebrating the car chase and accusing him, and then he was acquitted. That podcast should have never brought up OJ. He should have kept that one to himself, because now it opened a can of worms. Because now what it suggests is, was white America celebrating, laughing, mocking when OJ got caught and arrested? Come on now. Don't run and hide, bruh. This is why Charlie was murdered, because he would debate you publicly. He would debate you face to face. And I am literally telling you to your face. Adam bringing up OJ was wrong. He should have never brought him up. Let's keep the topic on TMZ. He just implied that car chase was not something worth celebrating. What was worth celebrating was O.J. Simpson car chase. That was worth cheering, which means Adam was cheering on the car chase, man. Adam was there watching, saying, yes, they got a black man. Yes. I'm the only one on social media talking about this. Nobody else ain't talking about it because they don't got the balls. They don't have the balls. They don't. I'm talking about it. And OJ was acquitted. The glove don't fit.
Exactly. Pat, I'm sorry. The first of all, disgusting of who they are. What TMZ, like somebody, an ex-employee claims. These are claims all over that I saw on X.
Think about how many podcasts, well, not podcasts because I was way back then. So, YouTube wasn't there. But my point is, think about how many news organizations was laughing and mocking when OJ was being chased by law enforcement. I mean, when I first saw the OJ clip and I saw him fleeing in the white Bronco, I was literally like, what the heck is going on? Why is he fleeing? You know what I'm saying? Like, just stop the vehicle. And it's like when you flee, you look guilty. You know what I'm saying? So that's my first initial response to that. But I wasn't sitting there celebrating like it's entertainment and laughing like ha, ha, ha. I wasn't doing all of that. So for Adam to compare it, y'all can't see that there's an issue. Y'all can't see that, damn, Ringo, you know what? After thinking about it, you're right. It is an issue. Because if they're holding TMZ accountable for that very same thing, that would imply that when OJ was being chased by law enforcement, the people at the PBD podcast, when they were younger, they were doing the same thing. They were laughing when OJ was being chased and when he got caught. That's all I'm saying. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Just acknowledge it. Just say, yo, you're right. But don't sit there in denial saying I'm reaching and I'm this and I'm doing all these other things. Just own it. I'm not saying that the PBD podcast is going to get in trouble. I'm not saying, even though I said it could be looked upon as racist, I'm not here to say that, Adam is a racist and all this other stuff. I might have probably said he's dead during my live, but that's just me just saying things, right? But my point is this. I don't know his heart. But for him to compare what TMZ did to the O.J. Simpson chase, it could come off racist, guys. Because what that says is that they were laughing and joking. That's no different than what TMZ did. All I'm saying is hold them accountable too. But like, you know what? I agree with you guys exposing TMZ. I appreciate the commentary. Ringo TV, I like the fact that you broke this thing down. You definitely are fair and balanced. You definitely are, because you pointed out what that podcast did, and I appreciate the fact that you pointed it out. That's all. That doesn't mean that podcast is going to get held accountable and everybody going to be screaming, but you never know. People might look at this live and next minute they talking about that podcast because of what they said about OJ, and it might be a big mess over that. They should have never brought up OJ's name, if you ask me. Creative said, and creative investor. Hey, listen, if you're an investor, fam, you got to give more than $2, fam. If you're an investor, fam, you supposed to got some money. So next time, drop a Benjamin. Now, I appreciate the $2, but to give me $2 with a name of creative investor, you supposed to be dropping more money on that super chat. It says you are reaching big time. It's dangerous. How is that dangerous? What are you talking about? Dangerous. I'm not reaching. I spoke facts. You just don't like it. You just don't like it. Are you a part of that podcast? Are you one of the engineers? Are you the lighting guy? Are you the sound engineer? Which one are you? What's your position with that company? because I didn't do anything wrong. After all, this is America. I do have the freedom of speech, right? So what's so dangerous? Shout out to Pablo Herrera for saying for the $2 support. Appreciate you. He says, was OJ a good person? I don't know him to know if he was a good person. Are you a good person? Pablo, ¿qué pasó? Hermano, ¿qué está haciendo? Are you a good person? Are you a good person, Pablo? I don't know if you're a good person. I don't know you. You see that? So asking was OJ a good person is irrelevant. You know? I don't know who's a good person if I don't know them. You got to know people. And to get to know people, it takes a long time. Because you could know someone for a little bit and think they're a good person, and then they stab you in the back. And then you learn they never was a good person. They might have did good things here and there, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know if he was a good person or not. Let me see. You said that's crazy though. Someone being chased by cops is a good person. Are you listening to yourself, Pablo? Tu loca en la cabeza. Are you telling me because he was chased by police, it means he's a bad person? So hold up. If somebody get pulled over by law enforcement for a minor traffic violation, are you telling me that they gotta be a bad person? Pablo, if the policía is chasing someone, that does not mean that they're a bad person. It could mean that you might have ran a red light. You might have made a traffic violation, or maybe your vehicle matched the description of a criminal. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. You see what I mean? Okay.
The newsroom was filled with hateful, angry, progressive energy, and he said it would, without question, laugh at Charlie Kirk getting shot. Shame on them.
My stance on Kurt is that Kurt was assassinated by a hater who didn't like his opinions. You see, you must have just walked into the stream. See, this is what I don't like about social media, guys. People, this person just came in. They said, what is Ringo's stance on Kurt? Which means they were not here. We've been on for literally 2 hours. 2 hours. He's asking me, what's my stance on Kurt? Kurt was assassinated by someone who's a hater because of his opinions. You understand? That's the problem. You see? My stance is that Kirk was a good guy who was doing his job, debating people, and they murdered him because he believed in something. He believed in facing people and speaking about tough issues to literally get people to talk, because we don't talk in America no more. Americans are now afraid of one another. All of us are afraid of one another now. If you go to your local community where you live, you don't talk to your neighbors. Your neighbors don't talk to you. Everybody look at each other and just turn a blind eye to everything. You can have a neighbor that live right next door to you. They won't even say hi. They won't even say good morning. Nobody talks to nobody no more. That's the world we live in. You see? I'm out here defending Kurt after all of these black racists were out here celebrating his death. I'm the one that was making videos speaking against the people that was lying on him. I made videos speaking against Kurt, against the people that was shaming Kurt, accusing him that it's okay to sexually assault women. A YouTuber named New Breed pretty much made videos lying, spreading disinformation that Kurt said it's okay to SA women. He never said that. This YouTuber used a small clip and made it look like Kirk said it's okay if a woman is drunk to have sex with her against her will. Kurt never said that. I went and I found the official video, the source video I played the tapes and I proved that Kirk never said that. Kirk broke down the laws and all the legalities concerning when two people are under the influence of alcohol, how consent goes out the window. And I brought out the facts. You understand? I'm in support. I'm in support of Kirk. I'm in support of the work that he was doing. When he spoke out against black men and spoke out against different issues, I'm in support of that. Am I in support of everything he had to say about every group? I don't know about all that stuff. The videos that I watched with Kirk relates to black people. I don't care what he's saying to the LGBTQ community. I don't got no time to be watching no videos of Kirk debating a person from the LGBTQ community. I'm not watching that because I don't care about that. But if Kirk is talking about the black community issues, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to tune in. And when I tune in, I didn't hear him say anything racist. I did not hear him say anything racist or degrading about black people because I checked the information. So when black people are saying he's a white supremacist, I'm like, what are you talking about? He didn't say anything racist. Well, he said what he said about the black pilot. Did you watch the full video? Did any of you so-called black folk watch the full source video of Kirk talking about the black pilot issue with the DEI situation? Did anybody watch the full video for context? Did anybody watch the full video? No. You watched small little clips on social media and you twisted his narrative and you turned it into something racial. If you watch the full video, you would know what he said, and it was not racist. I watched the full video, and he did not speak negatively about a black pilot in a negative way as if though it was racist. He did not do that. You got to go back and watch the video. The full video, not these little small clips they put on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. Watch the full video, guys. If you watch the full video, you'll be like, oh, okay, all right. That's all right. My bad. Oh, I get it. I get what he's saying now. Yeah, you'll get what he's saying. You know? But anyway, guys, I'm going to get up on out of here. Look, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, the point that we're making here in this live, just in case you just walked in, is that TMZ need to be held accountable because they, in fact, was celebrating. PBD podcast brought out receipts showing the actual video that prove that TMZ did celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk. And they need to be held accountable. Because just like MSNBC fired that other guy for his choice words, let me go back to it because we ended the stream here, but let me do this real quick. Let me find that clip. I think it's coming up here.
Lady in the back that was screaming, or the employees that were screaming?
Sounded like a few of them.
Show the videos. I want to see them. If you at all at this point...
No, that was in the part. Let me see. Where was the section? Yeah, here we go. Watch this.
He's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
Wow. What happened to MSNBC afterwards? What did they do to that guy?
Fired.
He got fired. So you can love or hate MSNBC. What did MSNBC say? Hate is not allowed in our company.
Right.
MSNBC fires Matthew Dowd after Charlie Kirk shooting comments, reports say. TMZ, Harvey.
It was insensitive. That's why they fired him. No different than if any of you are at your workplace, hate speech is not allowed, sexual harassment is not allowed. You will be fired whether you're white or black at any company if you get out of line. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? If you're at your job, you cannot be hating on your coworkers, creating hostile working environments, walking up to women saying, hey, sister, I want to smash you from the back. Bro, you could be out of your job immediately If that sister or that woman wasn't consensual, or she like you, or she's with the flirting, if she's not with it, bro, you done. She going to HR and she going to complain. When I was on the 9 to 5, I seen men get fired for sexual harassment. That's why, I try to limit. I try to tell you guys, stop trying to holler at these women on the job. Just go to work and go home, because you'll end up losing your job. Why TMZ didn't fire those employees that was laughing at the death of Charlie? Because they clearly was. They clearly was. That's what we're talking about today, guys. Watch the replay. I know this video is being streamed in the YouTube Shorts algorithm. At the end of the day, if you have the time, watch the long form content of this full live stream, because we went in, we broke down a lot of different issues. We talked about a lot of stuff. I'm in support of Charlie's work in terms of him being outspoken. I'm a guy with a microphone. I'm outspoken. I speak on different issues, and I get hated for it. Nobody deserves to be assassinated because of their opinions. Nobody. Nobody deserves death. If you disagree with me, okay. Voice your opinion. Make a video response. But to resort to, okay, I'm going to kill him publicly, I'm going to execute him, that's crazy. That means now if anybody want to do a public debate at a college, now they got to fear for their life now. Now they got to be like, you know what? I don't want to do this outside because a sniper might be around. Somebody might be with a rifle. So I'm not going to do it outside. I'm scared. So now it limits public interaction. So now what this means for future public debates at college campuses, it ruins it for everybody, man. It ruins it for everybody. So now all of you inspiring activists and people that want to do the type of work that Charlie did, now you got to be concerned about being assassinated publicly. This doesn't make sense, guys. I'm safe right where I'm at home. I'm safe. Because if I was around a lot of people that might be in my live chat, I'd probably get assassinated too. I might say the wrong thing at the wrong time and somebody just go get a rifle and take me out because of an opinion. It gotten that bad in America that you can't have an opinion. People want to kill you now. Sick, man. Anyway, guys, we're going to get up on out of here. Appreciate everybody who subscribed to the channel, whether you agree or disagree. If you like my commentary, you think I'm doing a good job, when the video is done, jump into the comment section, guys, the main comment section after the video, and put a 1 in the chat. That lets everybody know that you agree with the video, you like the work, you appreciate the commentary. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up if you like the content. If you like, news reporting videos, investigative news reports, commentary videos, Ringo TV Reactions is the source for truth, edification, knowledge, and education. We talk about real issues, real topics. We don't sugarcoat. We let the people know what it is. And, we can be entertaining and funny at time. And, just have a good day, guys. So, hey, if you're on the road driving, be safe. If you home chilling with your family, appreciate you for stopping by. Hey, guys, look, guys, without you folks that are viewing the platform, I don't have a platform. So I am humble and I am thankful that you guys choose to watch Ringo TV Reactions, whether you agree with me or not, whether we have debate, whether, you cuss me out or I roast you in my damn comments or whatever the case is. I appreciate you for showing up. Without you, I cannot do this. So, hey, everybody go in peace, be blessed, and keep God first. And, hey, RIP to Charlie. We got more videos coming up later on. I'm going to do a reaction later on, ladies and gentlemen, with the wife. The wife of Charlie made a public video. We're going to react to that. We're going to break down her video and talk about those issues and some other news. So, hey, it is what it is. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll catch you on the next stream. Ringo TV Reactions signing out. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.